Leslie, you're coming off a big win here down under. Before we get into the fight, we just need to find out, how did it feel to fight this early in the morning?
It was different. It worked out really well because at home, this is the same time that I spar my hard sparring with my team, El Nino Training Center, every Friday. If you're in San Francisco, come on out. So it worked out. The timing was really good, and I kind of liked it. It was nice. I really like the weigh-ins early in the morning because usually I spend the whole day being like, I hate everyone, I hate everything. And so this time I got to get it done early in the morning yesterday, and then I had the whole day yesterday, and I got to sleep tonight dreaming about a big win and then make it happen first thing as soon as I woke up.
Do you think some of those reasons are one of the reasons why you had such a good fight today?
I know why I had such a good fight today. It's because I fought totally different than I ever have fought. My coach, Jongsanon, put together a totally different game plan for me. I was more controlled than I've ever been. I was a lot smarter with my aggression. I had defense as well as offense, and that's not something that I'd really done. You know, my corners, Moses Baca and Dan Marks and Jongsanon, they all came out here and really helped me a whole lot with being in the right mindset to fight a fight, not just come out and see red and go for it. So I feel like this is like the evolution of my fighting. This is me fighting on a higher level because I'm really using the game plan, and it worked.
It must have been something about that good night's sleep. Do you feel like this is the first fight in the UFC where you've really been able to show your true self?
My true self is always evolving. I feel like that's part of being an artist and a martial artist. So it's always been my true self. I don't think I've ever faked who I was inside the cage, but I'm definitely growing into my own as a fighter, and I feel like I got a good chance to show that here tonight.
Speak about the game plan. What was the game plan for her, and did she show up how you expected her, or did she surprise you with anything?
She did exactly what we thought we were going to do. She was going to come in, she was going to try to find her openings, which were going to be created by me getting crazy, which if I was fighting me and I'd watched videos of me in the past, I would have been like, she's going to get crazy, she's going to throw something wild, and then that's when I'm going to go in and get her. And so I took that into consideration, and I made sure that all my moves were calculated, that I was controlled with everything, and that I was aggressive at the right times, and that I wasn't being hasty and watching things. And so that's exactly how I thought it was going to go. We went to the ground a couple times, and I was able to stop. She didn't do any damage when we were on the ground, and then each time when we got back up, I was able to score, and that was the game plan.
Talk about that arm triangle. We were all watching it and not sure what exactly was going on there. How close were you to actually tapping to that? And what was going through your mind as you had Rin Nakai, probably one of the better grapplers in the female fighting, on top of you in such a dangerous submission?
So like I mentioned before, I train at El Nino Training Center in San Francisco. It's run by Gilbert Melendez and Jake Shields, and it's a whole bunch of black belts, Moses Baca and Dan from Cesar Gracie black belts. I've been training with Cesar Gracie black belts, and I'm really good at not getting tapped by arm triangles. And so she had good positioning, but I have really good defense. And I thought about doing the little thumbs up, but that's a little too cocky for me. So so I was like, no, I'm just gonna wait for my time. And instead of fighting it and using up all my energy in there, like, going strength for strength, I used my smarts and my jiu-jitsu and my technique, and I waited until the right time when I could explode out of it. And sure enough, when we got back up, she was tired. I was able to land some big punches and then swing it back in my favor.
Obviously a massive win. I mean, a huge name in female fighting. Rin Nakai, obviously a lot of wins, recently losing to Miesha Tate, but before that, a huge following. Would you say this is the biggest win of your career?
Definitely. This is definitely one of the top opponents that I've gotten to beat, and I'm always going to thank her and be appreciative to her for stepping inside the cage with me and giving me that opportunity. This is definitely a high point in my career, is getting to match up and then beat somebody of her caliber.
Because you're obviously going through a low point at one point. You had injuries that you had dealing with. Now you're coming off this huge win. How soon do you want to be back in the octagon? And who are you looking at? Is there a name out there that you'd like? You've been one big name now. Is there another one that you'd like to fight next?
I've been wanting to fight Bethe for a long time. I think would be a great fight. I think the fans and I are going to win. I understand why she wouldn't want to take it, because I don't think it'd be a win for her. But I've been asking her for that fight. I've been asking for that fight for a while. So I'll take whoever I can get. My goal is to fight 4 times this year. I feel like the women's division is still a little bit like the Wild West, and getting 4 solid wins is going to put me in line for a title shot, and that's my goal.
Final question before we let you go. Obviously, Bethe is known for her crazy striking. You yourself are a very aggressive striker. If you guys do get in that octagon together, what's your prediction? Can you outstrike her?
Definitely. I'll 100% outstrike her, I'll 100% make her get angry, and I'll 100% knock her out.